What's going on, YouTube? Today we have a 2011 GMC Acadia 3.6 liter V6. Okay, now the problem we were having was the fans wouldn't go off. They would stay on all night long, and when I come out in the morning to crank the car up, the battery would be dead. So I jump started about 2 days trying to figure it out. So I started doing some research on it. And what a lot of people was pointing to was something called a coolant temperature sensor, which is located right here beside this oil stick. And yeah, I know when I purchased this car, it didn't have a heat shield. It's supposed to have a heat shield on it. I ordered one, I have one on the way. I'll get that on there as soon as possible. Now the coolant thermostat sensor, coolant temperature sensor, sits right up under that connector. So you have to pop that off. It's a little clip, you have to pull it out, then you have to press down on it and kind of wiggle it out a little bit. Just try not to break it. And after that, the sensor sits right underneath it. So after replacing that, fans will still stay on, and only one of the fans will stay on. This fan will stay on, that fan will be off. So I took a step back and started to regroup, and I said, well, let's try the easiest method first. So what I did was pop this little fuse panel off. Just press it on this side and on this side for those who have the Acadia. And these are the fan relays. It's 3 of them. This is fan 3, this is fan 1, and this is fan 2. So I popped these 2 off first. They share the same relay as the windshield wipers, which is right here and right here. So what I did was I swapped them out. Swap these 2 out first with the windshield wiper relays. Once I put the windshield wiper relays in, the fan immediately turned off. So I put this relay back into the windshield wipers, and I tried to turn the windshield wipers on, and the windshield wiper didn't come on. So that let me know that it was that relay. Yeah, so I just left that one over there, you know, and this is what that relay looked like. Once I took it out, you can tell it's all burnt out. It was really hard to get it off. It was so hard that I actually pulled the cover off, but I put it back on. So yeah, so I'm at your local Advanced Auto Parts store. It's better to get these online, Amazon. They're a lot cheaper. I think you get like 2 in a pack for 15 bucks, and I just purchased this one for like $25. But I only needed 1. Thinking about go ahead and order a lot more just in case any of these, because these are the original ones that came with the truck. So yeah, we're gonna pop that back in. And if you're having the same problems, man, I recommend that don't do what I do. Don't go out and start buying sensors and stuff. Check your fuses first. Try that first, because it's a quick, easy fix. Even though the sensor wasn't too bad, but at least we have a new sensor, right? So yeah, we're gonna try to crank it up, see what it does. See if it cranks. If it cranks, we're good to go. Alright, let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, another thing, if your coolant temperature sensor is bad, sometimes you'll get an engine light. If you don't, let's see if I can. This, you see how that is at 160 degrees? Sometimes it'll stay right there. So if you've been running the car for like 30 minutes and your sensor is bad, it'll still stay on 160 degrees when it should be at least in the middle, halfway. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it should be touching like right around 210, you know, if it's operating properly. So let's go ahead and try to crank it up. If it cranks, then we know that we solved our problem, because like I said before, like I said before, it wouldn't crank. So yeah, let's give it a try. And for the past 2 days, when I would try to crank it, the battery voltage would be really low, so that's a good reading. And there we go, guys, we are good to go. So like and subscribe for more videos. I will be bringing more content. I do a lot of work on cars. This is my first YouTube video, so bear with me. It'll get better in the end, get better later. Yeah, stay safe, guys. I'm out. Peace.